Last time. This time.
Hello all of my little baby bunnies, and welcome back to Let's Play The Last Door Season 2. We're now on to episode 3. Episode 3, maybe. I think we're in episode 3. It's been like about a month since I've played this, so don't judge me too harshly for that. And I think it's the last episode, but I might be wrong. Who am I? This is Karen with Karinabob Gaming. Welcome back. When we last left off, we finished episode 2. I had a big jump scare and I screamed, which was really manly of me. So let's continue and see what happens. Oh, is it just going to give me like the end piece for episode 2? The adventure continues in episode 3. Yeah, I was right. I was so right. It's episode 3. 2,880 players in the crowdfunding campaign. That's awesome. Let's play. Ba-da-da-da. Previously on The Last Door. See, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to skip it this time. Now we can recap. As a necessary step to understanding the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Wakefield's patient, Jeremiah Devitt, the doctor and his colleague, not college. We already went to college. We're doctors. Anyways. And his colleague, Johann Kaufmann, visited the manor of Professor Wright. Years before, Wright had been Kaufmann's mentor in the occult, but since then had been afflicted with a mental condition and could remember nothing. They discovered that Wright's research had been funded by the Playwright, the secret organization led by Alexandre Dupree. While Kaufmann lay in bed due to a sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door, using fear as the key. And that's when we got attacked by the fucking weird fucking thing. For 3 days, you must wait. Or what? Oh, right, I have to actually play. Is this Devitt again? I don't remember. Does Dr. Wakefield have brown hair or black hair? I don't remember. Let's pick this thing up. Pick it up. Alone amongst these dead stones. Stones aren't alive, you fuck. Come on. You're a doctor. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm sassy today. Okay, so we've made a circle, like a summoning circle. Let's do it. Let's summon. Only then will you be ready. Ha, ba 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 ba, ha, where? To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. Who's Ashdown? I haven't heard that name before. In season 1 or 2 at all, I don't think. Okay. I'm sorry. Ooh, we've heard this before. Thank you, Carlos Viola, for this delightful music that I just added a whole lot to. Didn't you know that I was that talented? Because I can go, wait. Ooh, it's a clock. Clock time. I think I can remember. Oh, is this when I was hypnotizing Dr. Wright? It's terrible screech. Or is this me? But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. Oh god, that's a really oppressive sound. What? Why am I underwater? They found me on the beach unconscious, clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. Okay, so I'm playing as Wakefield again. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness. Oh, it's Dr. Kaufman. Lieber Wakefield, I write you this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I'm continuing the trend of giving him weird accents. I don't know what this accent is. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. Did he die? Is he fucking dead as shit? I must now ask you for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret, should I start rolling all of my R's? Is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere now that we are close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend, the Chronomedian? Chronomedon. I'm gonna say it that way. An ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellismore. The exact location of the Chronomedon has been lost, but the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise the uttermost discretion and complete trust in you. It's like a weird mix between German and non-accent. Always your friend, Johann Kaufman. Wow, yeah, he did a shit. Is that it? Is this just like scenery? Oh, I can play. Okay. Can I go this way? Is there anything this way? I like how I always go the way that I'm not supposed to first, just in case of their secrets. That's how I play games. Secrets are important. With Kaufman gone, I found myself lost, my life suddenly devoid of meaning. Du hast. It is as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Du hast mich. I wish I had that guy's voice. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time, but the day came when I realized there was no other option. You know, the singer of Rammstein? Ugh, what a cool voice. Anyways. Am I stuck? Oh no. To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Devitt. Okay, now it's doing its own thing. Okay. Du hast. Wherever he was, du hast mich. Oh, coffee. I can see the island in the distance. Ellismore. This is much more cinematic than it has been so far. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. Does that mean I finally find him? And here we are, the island of Ellismore. Thank you very much. That's it? Okay. Now I play Ellismore. According to Kaufman's letter, the legendary Chronomedon can be found here. As Kaufman emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Okay. Can I talk to him again? Will he tell me anything else? When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies in the mail. I will see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. Okay, cool. So let's start looking around. There's a dude here. Let's have a chat. Good evening. Visiting? I hope you enjoy your stay. Wow, you're super chatty. Okay, bye. What about you? Good evening, words. Good evening, my name is Wakefield. I've just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donnan, then. I beg your pardon? Lord Donnan, you should see him. What about you? Good evening. Welcome to Ellis Moore. Wow, everybody's really not super chatty. Okay, so I have 2 places I can go. Let's talk to this guy. Excuse me, a visitor. Visitors are most welcome in Ellis Moore. Yes, they are. Wow, okay. Yeah, everyone's super chatty. I have suddenly become incredibly overwhelmed with hunger. And I was smart enough to buy 3 kolaches for breakfast this morning. And I ate 2 for breakfast, and I still have another one, a sausage and cheese kolache. I can't wait to eat it. The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the shutter. The fish smells slightly rotten. Ew. Okay. It's helpful. And it seems as though kolaches is like a Texas terminology. So in case if anybody's confused by that, it's basically like pigs in a blanket. It's kolaches. Pigs in a blanket. They're very good. It might be because the door is locked. It might be because I think it might be a Czech thing. We have a settlement in like Texas. There's a city in Texas called West. So in West Texas, it has there were a lot of immigrants from Czechoslovakia, and that's traveling. Okay. Oh wow, I get to explore this whole island. Exciting. And there's a very famous place called the Czech Stop. Everything's fucking locked. All right. And they have some of the best fucking goddamn kolaches I've ever had in my life. They've got a lot of really great stuff there. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donnan. Lord Donnan? To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield, it is customary in Ellismore to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and an amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donnan. Oh, I just get to go straight there, don't I? All right, I'm going to explore the village first, and then I'll go back. Yeah. Okay, so I just came from there, so let's look this way, too. Du hast. It looks like the gate has been broken for some time now. Okay. Is this the church, or is this just a house? A sign reads the wisdom of silence. Could be a church. Let me look in the windows. The windows are open and the light is on. Is this wagon wheel? An abandoned wheel. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Can I pick it up? Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely into the broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? That's a great question, but let's take it. Cool. Can I go in here? Nope. The door's locked. Okay. So basically all I'm trying to say is kolaches are pigs in a blanket, but I call them kolaches because that's what everybody here calls them. But I've heard people from other parts of the country be like, what the fuck is a kolache? That's what it is. Glad I could help you out. Okay. So now I can go this way and go to this guy's manor. Because that seems to be all I can actually look at it and do at the moment. Ooh, we're gonna have conversations. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you were here on holiday then. Yes, indeed. I've come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you're looking for, you've come looking for, rather, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin, something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Ah, fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to that's too many T's in one go. I can't word that way. According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Ellis Moor. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too, but I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see for yourself. Interesting. Look at all this stuff. An odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts 2 snakes biting each other. Oh, so that's not a rug, it's just a big fucking mosaic? Wow, you're a rich guy. Okay, what's this? There are 2 engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. Okay, so I'm guessing he means that one too. Okay, yep. Oh my Jesus, God. The large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time, it is difficult to tell any specific detail. An exotic blend of black tea. Gosh, I love black tea. I really like black tea. Give me that Earl Grey. I'll be a happy camper. Okay, let's talk about the mosaic. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe that the manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. Fascinating. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Ellis Moor. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Luch, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Okay? The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Luch Lamfada, a hero and high king of our myths. You seem to be knowledgeable about Ellis Moor's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Ellis Moor cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland. But I am no expert. If you are really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? No, I do not. You seem so certain. Might I ask why? My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let us... Achievement unlocked, you seem so certain. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk, and be the better for it. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales, rather. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from these visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, that we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the wails that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that men worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Ellis Moor, we keep the traditions alive. Oh, they change just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Ellis Moor's history. She can often be found working late at the school, the building right across from the quay. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It has been a pleasure, Lord Donnan. Huh. Okay. How interesting. nowhere else to walk. Alright. What's this? Is it a barrel? Oh, an old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads mineral oil. It is sealed. Wonder if I need that at some point. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Excuse me. Alright, what's over here? Whoa, there's a dude in it. Oh, they're celebrating. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, they don't want to talk. Hello, my name is Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing on the ground? It is a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It is the final truth that'll protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. Marsh dwellers? Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They try to take you there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. I must go now. Goodbye. Farewell. Is there anything over here? There's rocks. A group of jagged rocks. Oh, I can keep walking? Okay, let's go this way. Whoa! What is this shit? A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Ow. That is fucking creepy as shit. Alright, what is this? This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. Yeah, it looks like a sun. There's nothing else behind here? Okay. This island is weird. I like it. It's kind of creepy. Like really weird and creepy, and I'm totally down. Okay, so that's where the marsh. Let's keep walking. What's this? A broken old fence. Okay. Okay, so the hills, the manor, the village. Let's go see if we can find Miss Foster. Can I open this yet? Nope. Oh, graveyard's open. Let's go. Do I dare go into the mausoleum? A small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Inside a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. Are you sure that's a fucking statue? No, I can't die yet, not without knowledge. It is so terribly unthinkable to truly... Is it so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods? How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith, nor assumptions. What is going on? No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. I mean, plenty of people do, but whatever. It's a story for another day. Yes, you are right. Now I understand. That's very weird. Let's go over here. Oh, Jesus. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic, the shadows cast by the lantern only making the characters more mysterious. In the middle of the graveyard stands an old alder tree, which the locals call a fearnog. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others, a muted prayer I cannot quite make out. The woman hides her face behind a bull mask. Okay. And then the rest of it's the same as the other guy. So I'm assuming they're all going to have something. A man, his face hidden by a wolf mask, stands in the middle. There is something familiar about him. The man hides his face behind a deer mask. Deer. What's this one? A badger. That's all of them. Okay, so he's burying something? I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. Interesting. Okay, so my guess is they'll want me to come back later and get the mirrors. What's in here? This might be her. This might be her. A trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. Can I take it? Okay, it is a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. Some sort of creature that's obviously a Dugan, a fire-breathing Dugan. Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay. A paper with black circles painted on it. There's some kind of worm screw inside, the remains of an insect beside it, and some drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. Oh, does it mean the screw? Yes. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize I could open the desk. I thought I was picking up the paper. A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles. Most of them concern strange rites. Picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a murder of crows around her. It is signed with the name Babkatha. They'll dance around the burrow they'll sing. It's cold inside as winter. Don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. Okay. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Doctor Wakefield. I've come to Ellismore to rest for a while. Lord Donnan said that I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donnan? It has been so long since I've seen him here in the village. I hope he is well. Whoa, that's a lot of weird words I don't know how to say. Siad Mila Falta? Dr. Wakefield, welcome to Ellismore. So you have not seen Lord Donnan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since, well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord, and you say he is not found yet? How is that possible? We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. What can you tell me about Kieran's disappearance? Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner, which is the drawing of the holes. Okay. What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset, the villagers don masks. They do so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion, a very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into, while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fearnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. Funky. Lord Donnan said you were an expert on the island's folklore. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Ellismore longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Chronomedon? Yes, it is a very unusual word, very much indeed. The Chronomedon is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Oh, excuse me. Would you tell me the story of the Chronomedon? All right. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills, not too far from the village, a hole so dark and deep you cannot see its end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent at its steps, ravenous for flesh, the crooked one. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the crooked one's hunger. That tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last heir of the Laid Send once defied the crooked one by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Ladesend received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Ladesend house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. That must be that drawing, then. I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure is mine. Enjoy your time on Alice Moore. Can I open this? Oh, is it just a door to the other side of the building? Oh, okay, it's the schoolhouse. Got it. You got it, Lady Cake. Okay, let's go back. Windows? Anything about the windows? Chilly draft inside. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go back into the village and keep exploring next time, because we're all out of time, as I just noticed when I looked at my timer. This is actually a really interesting start. We have no idea what happened over in Dr. Wright's experiment basement underground. We just woke up and our friend was dead, and now we're here. So let's continue this next time. As always, it is much appreciated. Make sure to check out my Facebook and my Twitter, and I'll fucking see you guys in the next video. Bye!